In this video, I want to tell you briefly how you can make a simple wall quilt for someone using a stencil, Shiva paint sticks, and fabric. Now this is, you can get these stencils from, I believe it's called the Stencil Company, and because I do quilts for veterans, this is a stencil for the Air Force. Shiva paint sticks, there are several videos up by very good people about Shiva paint sticks. And what I'm doing is using blue and using a stencil brush. And I just want to point out that it's difficult to do. The videos that I have watched on stenciling this way, I usually use Shivas for fine art painting. But when I watched videos on stenciling this way, the woman really did it very well, and it looked easy. It's a little bit more difficult than it seems, especially with, this is a 12-inch stencil, and you really have to work the paint into the stencil areas. In other words, you know, it's easy to brush it on the surface and miss some of the areas that you may want to hit. So I'm going to finish this, and this is centered on a 1-yard piece of muslin. It's 1 yard square, and I have a 1-yard square fabric to go on the back. So what I'm going to do is finish the stencil. Excuse me. The paint needs about 24 hours or so to dry, so I'll just hang the muslin up to dry. I will then layer the muslin batting and the fabric backing, and then I'm going to probably start by just doing a square by machine around the center motif here, and then machine quilt the rest of it. And if I have time on this one, I'm going to hand quilt around the letters. Or maybe I'll just do hand quilting on each of the designs. Maybe I'll do the circles, you know, so I can add a special touch by hand quilting. But you need a yard of muslin, a yard of backing fabric, a yard of some kind of batting, excuse me, one 12-inch stencil, any design of your choice, and Shiva paint sticks. I believe you can get a starter set of 6 colors. I have a package of 12 that costs about $40 for 12, but I think you can get individual sticks or little starter sticks so that you don't have a big expensive layout to begin with. But it's a very fast way, especially if you're quilting by machine, to put together a simple wall quilt, either for a veteran or if you choose a 12-inch flower motif. I mean, that would be beautiful with a flower fabric on the back. So it's a very easy way to make a wall quilt. You want to have some extra muslin around to make 4 small tabs to go across the top edge. And typical binding and finishing, on this I would just do a fold over binding. But I just wanted to make the video because I'm a fine artist, and I'm finding this, I haven't done stenciling in a long time, but I've done stenciling. I used to stencil furniture, so I'm surprised that this particular brush is working. Maybe it's the brush is working a little bit difficult. It could be the fact that it's oil paint and it's a little stiff to begin with. But it's a fun project, and it's an easy way to make a wall quilt.